We're just here with a 5-cylinder. This is pretty off topic. No, passes that. I'm here to make the tail shaft on the Pintara work with this piece, but I walked past this 5-cylinder, 11 litre, I think it is, diesel engine. Thing's a beast. Just run a rocket crusher. Pretty off topic, but I don't mind that. Probably make more talk than a Barra. So yeah, today's video is to do with this tail shaft into the Pintara. And as I explained in a previous video, I need to fit this on under here. No, other way. Stupid. Put this on here somewhere, is the plan. And then this is all going to mount onto here. I'll put it all the right way, that'll help you. And then we'll go from R31 diff fitting, single piece, to T56 6-speed flange, yoke, whatever you want to call this. So I'm here with your boy Riley. We're going to get it done with this machinery. And worst case scenario, something lets go at some stage. But I'm confident we'll be confident. Right. We have this measurement of overall here. And that's what we shall follow. So yeah, we'll get stuck into it. It's not bad because I don't need to do anything. We're in the safety screens here tonight. Love it.
Well, we're on.
Let's go. Let's flip it and go. I'll explain it when it's on the lathe, how we want to make it sort of work. It's a nice little poo troll, that one. Here's the donk for it. Big, what's this, TB45 or something? Possible bite. The two become one. Are we just yeeting this on, or are you waiting for us to say yes or no? We'll dial this, Riley. Back a little bit, is it? Happy when you are. It's pretty quick lowering, let's not lie about it. Now, are they 37s?
Yeah.
You should leave it squatted. Looks good. What a rig. That's quite clean, Tyler. I like it.
That's 37s, 40s, mate. It will fit
40s fit absolutely minty, just.
Room around it.
No, nice.
Yeah, a bit worn down, but...
So you got a little bit of work out of you, mate?
Yeah, a couple of days.
Couple days?
A couple of months, but... It might not be a complete piece of shit. It might actually...
Might turn into something good. You'll see this car at some stage on the tracks one day, and that guy goes to some effort. But yeah, all you diesel lovers, TD 42, pulled straight out of a forklift this one, didn't you, mate?
Forklift spec, that's it. When the crank two pieces are that's when it's forklift.
Yeah, righto.
That should go alright.
That'll be a good thing. She's pretty fancy, this car.
Good bits going on with it.
So this thing's definitely had detail put into it. It's got a water-cooled alternator on it, just because apparently that's what you do. 5-inch intake. It does suit the vehicle pretty well. Full powder coated underneath. And yeah, it's pretty fancy. It is pretty fancy, but yeah, I'll show more when it's finished. Update. Cutting. Are you done taking a bit more off now, yeah?
Feed it right across the face of it so it's all flat below, so well, then we can get a measurement.
We'll get a measurement and cut in the centre.
Yeah.
Right. So here's our super scientific setup. Everything as straight as can be. I do need to take this uni out. I just haven't done it yet. That'll sit there. And then we'll just face this to be all flat for the time being. And oh, good catch. And then we're gonna keep this little ring in this spigot. Or you call that a spigot?
That's a spigot.
We'll call it.
That's a male spigot.
That's a male spigot,
Put
everyone.
a female spigot in there.
And we'll put a little one in there. Yeah, machine talk. Yeah. Lathes and stuff. And I'll leave that in there because that'll keep it centered. Then I'll put a female one to take it, like so. And then we're going to do this. Get a measurement scientifically. 12/18 is the lip seal. It's actually not too bad. I'm going to stop filming so I can get this right. Just on the final cuts here. Tail shaft for days. And it is interference fit. lovely. We can see it just poking out the back there. So that's her there. We just had the thought, which way should we clock it? Like 2 to 3? No, it's not going to matter. It's really not going to matter. Will it spin the wheels? Yes. Rattle. We're thinking we'll put her in the oven to warm up and we'll weld her off. You want me to weld it or you reckon you'll do it? You gas on, mate? Your welder sounds that much better than that. Flange is done. All welded up. Uni back together. Even greased the 2 caps. La-di-da. And we'll chuck the tape on it. And our lovely measurement's 12/18 to flange. Oh, we're just there. Look at that. Absolutely lovely. That's pretty well where the old mark was that it was sitting from factory too. So yeah, that's tail shaft built. Simple as that. We'll see if that holds up. It looks a bit stronger now. Yeah. They've got 3 passes with the welder. And yeah, absolute treat. I reckon the unis are probably the weakest part now. You know it's good when your input shaft is close.
45.
65? 75.
78.
Yeah, well the ratio between that's nearly 2/3 that. T56, R31, R31. Has done a cop all that Ford goodness. Tail shaft built for the Pinny. Nice. That's a new intercooler for the Pinny. Like a 6x5 or something, rings a bell, can't remember. But that's for the Pintara, so that'll be a good thing. And I thought this goes on the dyno Monday coming. And then you'll see the video Friday. And so I thought I'll look after it and I'll give it an oil change. I'll put a new fuel filter in it. I'll clear the old fuel filters. And just in general, check that everything's right. So yeah, that boost control seems to be working. I've got a new gauge with a fuel pressure sensor. I've now got a wideband sensor. I've got fuel temperature and ethanol, which is what I already had. So that's my new gauge there from Innovate. And I'm just setting up. I just got a another. It's called a data acquisition thing. That's a DLP8 is what it's called. And I just linked all the earths together that I'm not going to use. That gauge has an output that then I'll be able to data log with PCM Tech, and I'll be able to compare to whatever else I'm data logging, which is sweet, especially the wideband and fuel pressure. I'll be able to see what it's doing, and if it runs out of fuel pressure and whatever else it wants to play up with on the dyno. There's always problems, but I hope I have none. And then I'll plug that into the computer along with that one from OBD, and I'll be able to data everything pretty well, which is sweet. And then hook that up, and then I do all the filter changes, whatever else, and then we might go for a drive and we'll check that everything's working. And then she's dyno time. And then there will just me signal out 0 to 5 volts, wideband, fuel pressure, fuel temperature. Right, it took a little bit of setting up with the data logger. But we got there in the end. It doesn't want to change its name at the moment. Not that you guys probably care, but I'm filling you in. So you got DLP 1, 2, 3. Number 1's AFR. 2 is pressure. And 3 is temperature, I believe. And that looks odd. Bear with me a tick. Right, I got there in the end. I had a slight little equation thing wrong. So there's, yeah, that's out of lambda. So we're chasing about a 1, or now it's 9.5ish. Go back up to 1, matches my gauge. As does, I'm a little bit pumped that this works. As does, you see, fuel pressure's about 40 psi, 40, 41. This one here, 40, 41. Took a little bit of adjusting, but got there. And then that's just fuel temp, so it's getting up to 20 degrees at the moment. There is 19.6. So I could probably play with the refresh rate on this to make it not jump around as much, but I mean, hell, it is what it is. I'll leave that for the moment. But all is working, so that's sweet. So I'll go get fuel and we'll see how the big girl takes it. What sort of E85 we have? It did have, I don't know, it'll have a few litres of 98 in there still. So I've only put 20 litres of E85 in it. And then I'll probably fill up Monday, dyno day. And hopefully then it gets a bit higher up. But it's cruising on up at the minute. 33%, 35. So I caught myself in a bit of a spot. That's not too bad. I've changed the gauge that it used to run, which then talks to the computer to give it the E85 reading. And I was pretty sure they were compatible. Turns out I don't think they are. I was data logging, left the fuel station, ran real bad. Data logging, thought, that's weird. It thinks it's got like 100% ethanol. So the blend ramp is wrong. Anywho, changed with that briefly, got it better. And then my laptop went flat though, so I couldn't really fix it properly. And I'm driving home. So, long and short, lucky I did it today, because the more I know, car's pretty well ready to go. Next on the dyno, we'll do everything we got to do. We'll make good power, hopefully. It should be a good day. Well, I'll see you then. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support, everyone. Appreciate it. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribing, because that always helps. And it gives me good motivation to make more good videos for you. So, thanks guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.